Live in the present. Happiness is a journey. Present is a gift. Are you always in a hurry? In a world of instant gratification, you have forgotten that patience is a virtue. You're listening to the Don't Be in a Hurry podcast, a podcast about patience, happiness, life, and a reminder for you to not be in a hurry. Slow down. In this episode, I wish to talk about writing daily haikus and how the practice has made me more grateful and happier in life. I want to share what I learned through this practice and how I believe that everyone should do it. Now, you might be thinking of what a haiku is. Now, what is haiku? For those who are unfamiliar with it, haiku is a type of poem. It's a short Japanese poem. It consists of just 3 lines and 17 syllables. The first line has 5 syllables, then the next has 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables again. Traditionally, it used to be about something in the natural world, but nowadays, modern haikus can be about all sorts of things. And now, because the haiku is such a short poem, it forces the writer to distill what they're trying to say to its barest essence. Now, I got to writing haikus because last year there was a haiku writing competition in our college for writing as many haikus as possible. I wrote a few at that time, but then just forgot about it. I only started writing them consistently quite recently. I was traveling solo on a nature trip and I was feeling grateful for the little things in life and decided to write about them. And because a haiku is so short, it does not take much time to write, hardly 10 to 15 minutes. By writing these haikus, I felt very joyful and peaceful. It made me appreciate the finer things in life and I decided to make it a daily habit. Now, I've been writing daily haikus for over a month. These are some lessons that I learned through the habit. Now, the first thing I've learned from dealing haikus is that life is about the little things. The day to day pleasures of life are what make it enjoyable and pleasurable to live. Small things like reading a good book, listening to a good song, or eating great food. Life is not about the big stuff. Of course, big things in life also make it pleasurable, like getting a new job or buying a house. But these things don't happen every day, and these things are just one time pleasures. Now, I'm explicitly being aware of the little things in life, you're not taking them for granted and being grateful for them. And being grateful makes you a happier person. The second thing I learned through this experience is to think deeply about simple things. Questions whose answers I had taken for granted. It taught me to look at the same thing from a different perspective. Because most of the time in life, we live life on autopilot and don't stop to question things or think about them deeply. So, by doing this exercise, you're training your brain to stop and reflect. As Bertrand Russell beautifully put it, in all affairs, it's a healthy thing now and then to hang a question mark on the things that you had long taken for granted. The third thing I learned is to be more creative and learn how to write a haiku. I used to be the person who did not appreciate poetry and criticize it for not being logical or whatever. But now that I got to understand it at a deeper level, I realize that creativity is not about something that you're born with or not born with. It's a mindset of creating something new, to see things in a way that have never been seen before. Being creative has helped me to find solutions to problems which I otherwise would not be able to find. So it taught me to be more creative. So these are some lessons that I learned through my experience of writing daily haikus. If you wish to read my work, then you can follow me on socials. Links will be in the show notes. Writing daily haikus has made me happier, more grateful, more creative, and a deeper thinker. I will continue this habit daily. I hope that you learned something and it inspired you to try out haikus as well. Thanks for listening to the episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast wherever you like to listen to podcasts. Don't forget to rate and review the show. If you wish to talk, just hit me up on socials. Links will be in the show notes. Love ya.